Mouse wizard.
And I totally missed the splash at the beginning of this.
Whoops.
Got all excited checking the camera views.
Nailed it.
I think the splash screen doesn't have any info on it though.
Easy so modern.
Well, let's be here. I lost my mouse already. We have people? Good. We have viewers.
We have viewers?
We have viewers.
We have viewers. That's always a good day.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I like it when we have people watching.
Me too.
I also like it when they say hello like Teresa just did.
Me too.
Because then I know there's real humans out there.
It's not robots watching us.
Right? Because it would say something like, hello, human.
Hello, human. Choose your activity.
Our activity today is sewing.
Yes.
Welcome to Facebook. Today is tools and techniques.
Wacky version.
Not on Thursday.
On Thursday, no.
Yes, not on Thursday. We've got our garden party event happening Thursday, Friday this week. So we've flopped tools and techniques with the Wacky Wednesday. You'll see Sandy tomorrow.
I heard she has a great plan for tomorrow.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
I'm excited. Sandy always has a great plan. So if you're here for Wacky Wednesday, I'm so sorry, but that's tomorrow on not Wednesday.
We are doing something fun today, though.
We've got a really cool project today. We're at my sewing room. I'm Leah. This is Chelsea.
Today I'm Chelsea.
Today you're Chelsea. Or do you want to be somebody else? We're having a wacky day anyway.
I don't know.
I'm gonna stick with Leah.
Wait
I'll be
for
Leah
it.
Tina today.
Wait for it. So what does it matter if I'm Chelsea?
It does matter if you're Chelsea. We like that you're Chelsea. We like that you're Chelsea. So, we're gonna show you one of like the cutest little clutch bags that's super easy to make. We're gonna go through and make a whole one for you today. All except the last step that takes some time to dry.
Yes.
We won't hold you on camera. Overnight we'll glue dry. So nobody wants to watch paint dry or glue dry. That doesn't sound like
It
fun.
could be fun.
It could be, but I don't think that's the right answer. I know you have a whole ton of weddings to go to this summer,
I do.
and having a handbag for each dress you make.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of project where you could have a handbag to match every bag.
You could. It's
Yeah.
really fun. You can get super creative. And we're working with a new medium today.
Uh-oh.
And
Did
we have a
I
Tyler
touch-
popping in.
What's going on?
What's going on?
See you on YouTube.
What did we do?
Leah did boop a bunch of buttons.
I
I'm blaming
booped
her.
one button. It looks like we're there.
I
Maybe
see
it's on
me.
my end.
Maybe it's on your end.
No worries.
Yeah. Who's this in the side?
Oh, hi.
Are you gonna come
How
say
are
hi?
you? Sure, I'll
Come
pop
sneaking
in.
behind us.
We have a guest appearance.
Guest appearance.
Hi, everybody. How's the Wacky Wednesday with the,
Not
what did we call it? The wools and the wolf technique.
Oh.
How did you say
Wolves
that?
and techniques on Thursday.
Techniques on Wacky Wednesday, that's sort of Tuesday. Thursday was the big
those
word.
words don't make any
No, they
sense.
don't.
They're Olive Thursdays things.
Yeah,
But
they're
with
all
The
W's.
W's at the beginning.
W's, yes. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
All
far.
right. So enjoy your little wacky
I will.
Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday on Wednesday.
Yeah, Thursday and Wednesday, because Wacky Wednesday is going to be a twisted Thursday tomorrow. So, anyways, it should be fun. You guys, I'm sorry, carry on. These purses, these little clutches look lovely.
Right, so
Everybody have a
excited.
good time out there.
Thanks, Sandy.
Thanks, Sandy.
And you can see her tomorrow.
And I left you a big package here, Miss Chelsea.
Ooh. We've got a whole box of goodies for tomorrow's class. I'm very excited.
It's going to be wonderful.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Right. Garden party is going to be awesome. Yeah, I'm very excited. So today we are going to be making the modern clutch. And it's a straightforward, simple little bag. Do you want to grab one of those ones? Look, nice like hand-holdy size.
It's super cute too.
Super cute. As all the things I want to know all the time in bags. What can I fit in my bag? My phone will fit. We're good.
Will my glue fit?
Why are you taking glue?
You never know. I'm making a lot of dresses.
How about thread?
Could need it. Yeah, I could need that too.
How about a pin cushion?
Yep,
We're
sure.
pushing our limit, I think.
We are definitely pushing our limit.
Yeah, we can't do thread and the pin cushion.
Nope. We get
But
one.
but you know, lipstick, your phone, set of keys, small wallet with your ID in it. The things you need if you're going out, and will need like a driver's license so you can drive legally to where you're going.
I won't be driving, don't worry.
Oh, that's what your date is for, right?
Yes.
So nice little sized handbag. We have some that come in kits where the fabric's already there, and the hardware for that clasp up at the top.
I have that in here. Oh, there it is. Some beautiful hardware. It looks very
It comes
simple.
in a couple different finishes. The one thing I was thinking for this, if you made a whole bunch the same and you needed to outfit your bridal party. Because
Oh my gosh.
I know all the weddings that kind of were postponed over the last 2 years, they are happening in full force now.
Yes. Yes, they unfortunately are.
Yeah.
I have 6 to go to.
6.
We are counting. Still.
So Chelsea's going to make 6 of these, so each wedding has its own cute little purse. Is that
I might need to, but I think I might make 6 and give them out for Christmas presents because I think they're going to be really easy.
Yeah. I know Sarah's itching to have the one that I made, and I haven't let her have it yet, my daughter. She's older and more responsible now. It is really cute. So I did this one with cork and cut the reverse applique on my scan and cut. So that was super fun. She's
Lovely.
loving it. But yeah, it could be for anybody. Birthday present for a teenager. Tweenager. I've got a tweenager. It's a painful age. But there's options. There's so many kits. Essentially, fabric-wise, you're going to need 2 fat quarters.
Yeah, if you're using the faux leather, actually, I got this out of a fat quarter that's actually 0.2 of the roll.
Oh, nice.
Winds up being a 0.2, not a 0.25, and I do still have extras,
Yeah.
so I can make more fun projects. Like, I made an extra embroidered
And that's
sewer
sitting
die.
back there. Yeah, it's back there. I don't know what you're turning that into.
No, I don't know.
But yeah, the faux leather is new in store for us. It is scrumptious.
Oh gosh, it cuts like butter. It was so
soft.
easy to embroider.
Yeah.
Which I've never embroidered like a faux leather before. We did a topping and we used decor bond here, so that goes over the whole extent of it. And then there's Fusible Fleece. And once we had just those 2 attached, we actually embroidered. And then I added the Peltex after, because Peltex is really hard and
Yeah.
that wouldn't be happy on your embroidery machine.
Yeah, so as we get started here, first sewing instruction is to sew there's a little pocket on the inside. So Chelsea's going to sew up that pocket. I'm going to grab the interfacing that we're using for the rest of the bag. Give you a brief overview. Interfacing. Interfacing is a giant learning curve if you've never dealt with interfacing. Portal has its own job. All the interfacings we've used are fusible interfacings, so that means they get ironed on to your project. Start these in the order that you use them. Is this exactly what you used? Where's the
No.
fusible fleece?
I did not bring the Fusible Fleece,
Oh.
but I do have a scrap of it over there.
Okay. Anyway, fusible fleece is very thin and
And fluffy.
fluffy.
It's kind of like batting, but more dense.
and thinner. Like it's not as
Yes.
lofty.
It's not near as lofty.
Yeah. Okay. So, interfacing wise, the first interfacing in this bag to start giving it body and structure is called Decker Bond. It's a Pellon 809. It's a heavyweight interfacing, so it's quite thick and it feels very papery. It's got personality and it's pretty stiff, so it's not as soft as something else you might be used to using. Lots of people will wonder if you can interface with something like SF101. SF101 is woven and it's much softer. So lots of times this is a great, SF101 is great for things. This is not the project.
It's really good for making your fabric still feel like fabric
Yeah.
while making it just a tiny bit more sturdy. But if you want body, decor bond.
Yeah, decor bond. So decor bond is lovely. The other interfacing in here, besides the Fusion Fleece, that's going to be a big deal is Peltex. And Peltex is
Interesting.
it's stiff. It's almost like
Cardboard almost.
cardboard. So it's going to give this bag its nice crisp structure
Yes.
when you fold it and close the clasp. Again, Peltex comes in a couple varieties. This is the 71, so it's fusible on one side. There is 72 that's fusible on both sides, which would have a different application. So definitely when you get into making things like bags, you want to make sure you're grabbing the interfacings that it calls for and follow the directions carefully, because they're in there for a reason. So if you want your bag to stand up and hold up like you expect it to, definitely pay attention to those things.
Totally.
Yeah. Oh, we have a pocket.
Did we float that faux leather? So if you don't have a magnetic hoop, I would definitely float it. I did get a little bit of marking on mine, but it's gone now. It went away over time. So you could use, what was that really cool
I would use
sticky one?
staple stick.
Staple stick.
Like staple stick tearaway in this situation would be, you could stick your leather down. So you'd hoop your staple stick and then lay your fabric down with all its interfacings on already. And if you embroider through when you already have the Decor Bond and the Fusible Fleece in, you'll get some nice texture. in
Oh,
the
yeah.
bag. Like the embroidery stands up really nicely.
It's so poofy. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Fusible Fleece gives body. It's all delicious. So you embroidered on the brother using the little magnetic hoop.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I didn't leave it hooped very long though. It was hoop it and take it out after it was done stitching right away.
Yeah.
So I didn't get any hoop burn on mine, which was very lovely. If I was going to say hoop it and walk away for an extended period of
Like
time,
overnight when I forget that I'm embroidering.
I would definitely float it.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yep. So that would be step one. When you get the hardware, you can buy just frames or buy the frame with the pattern. So the first one, I'd say get a frame and a pattern together.
That's what I did today.
Yeah. But kind of the first thing you need to make, besides adhering all the fusibles according to the directions, is the pocket. So Chelsea's got her pocket. The fabric you used for the lining on your bag is called Glisten.
Glisten.
It's really pretty. So pretty.
I just need a pop of fun inside
Right?
my
It's your
bag.
secret. It's like your secret. That's where I like to put fun
I don't
fabrics.
think it's a very secret right now.
No, but that's okay. So first things first, getting these corners turned. We're going to do what we call Anne's corners around here, rather than clipping and poking and shoving. So what you're going to do is take your non-dominant thumb and take it up into the corner. You can actually do this on all the corners, not just the sewn ones. I do it on all four on this one. And thumbnail up, and we're going to fold a nice crisp 90-degree corner and transfer that nice crisp corner onto our finger.
Fantastic.
And then we get a nice
Oh, it's so pretty.
corner. We're just going to go around and do that on all four corners. So one that's sewn in the corner, fold back on both seam allowances at that nice 90. Do that.
Leah's way faster at these corners than I am.
Had some more practice.
I'm a little pokey, but they turn out so good.
They're worth practicing.
They're totally worth it.
You find lots of corners. The more things you need to turn right side out, the more places you find to turn corners like this, and the less frustration you'll have turning corners. So after we get this turned right side out,
Ooh, that looks beautiful, Leah.
I'm gonna go back in and give that a press. You're not gonna need to close up that opening because we'll just stitch that down as we top stitch this into place.
Most definitely.
Part of this whole exercise that I don't have is where that pocket goes.
Inch and a half down.
Inch and a half down.
And centered.
What happened to that marking tool you had in your hand moments ago?
There's,
Down here.
there it is.
Yeah, that one.
So we're using the Clover heat erasable marker. I actually used it to mark out my lines on my faux leather, actually. And you can see it left nothing behind, which was fabulous. And I was able to apply quite a bit of heat to this faux leather too, which I was very surprised. It was awesome.
So give myself a little crease there, because you have the shortest ruler I've ever seen with you today.
Isn't it cute?
So cute.
It's so cute.
So little. It was really nice to help with hooping, though.
Yes, because you don't get a template with the magnetic hoop, but you can shove the little ruler in there to find your nice center
Do you have a
points.
stiletto next to you over there? See
Oh,
what-
I have one in my bag of tricks. Gotta reassemble it because it's stabby. There we go.
I have one corner that I'm not thrilled with for your bag.
Uh-oh.
So if you have a corner that's like not as nice of a 90, you can get in there and lift at the corner. You just want to gently lift. It's not a pluck or a pry. It's a gentle pry.
A coaxing, if you
A
will.
coaxing. I like that word. Coaxing.
We're giving it a nice little coaxing.
And then the fold of that pocket upward. And centered. Inch and a half down.
That looks beautiful.
Don't pin it to the ironing board. Which is what I'm about to do.
So we're actually using a combination of pins and clips today as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, we get into some bulk a little bit later on in clips.
Mhm.
Clips are much easier to manage bulk with.
And I like pinning when I use faux leather, or clipping, sorry, when I use faux leather.
definitely did exactly what I said I was gonna do.
Very good job.
Skill. So much skill. There, you can sew that pocket on.
We need a timestamp for the blooper reel.
Yep. 17 minutes. We'll jot that down for Tyler.
All right, I like that spot.
I would go the other direction around that.
Really? I like to use this side of my foot because it actually has roughly 1/8 of an inch around there. I like doing that.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Do you go the other way?
I do, because you've got the 1/4 inch foot with the guide on it.
Yeah, but I want to sew a 1/4 inch and in.
Yeah, no, you want to sew an 1/8 inch.
Yeah.
Sure.
I like to start there and then back up and go forward.
Yeah. So if you're dealing with bulky things and you're needing to sew something like a pocket in place and it's hard to get started because your foot's kind of angled, starting 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch in and backing up to where you want that seam to start will be tidier.
I definitely did not start far enough out. But I had one stitch.
And the brother feet have markings. The 1/4 inch feet usually have markings so you can see when you're at that 1/4 inch.
Just give that a little wiggle. And then maybe a coaxing with this. Just give it a little shove. It's fine.
You need to show me Anne's pocket corners. Anne says there's another corner trick that she knows.
Ooh.
You will. I guess we'll have to wait for another pocket demo from Anne. I didn't know there was a
might
pocket
need to.
demo. Nice.
Well, that's not very straight, but it's on there. It's okay. It's inside. Nobody will see it but me.
Okay. It is your bag. If you're okay with this, we're good with that too.
If I stand 3 feet away, can I see the boo-boo?
I don't know.
My vision's not that good, so
I need
nope.
to show you Anne's super strong pocket corners. Oh, I might have seen super strong pocket corners before.
Mm.
Like the top part of the pocket, so you don't rip your pocket off. I've seen a trick for that from Anne.
Cool.
Okay, let's go back to this.
We need that.
To this.
Super strong pocket corners.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chelsea's bag, we've got the embroidery done on the front. We've accounted for the seam allowance from the top. Did I not change the camera? Nope, I did change the camera, just not to where I thought I did. Losing my mind.
Okay.
On here, we have centered the embroidery along the side that will be the top of the bag. And we've accounted for the seam allowance and the hardware.
Yes.
So it's on the top. And we actually measured a finished bag to see how big of embroidery we could get on there.
Yeah, so we started this one, was it 3/4 of an inch down?
Yeah. And that was the magic number. And our design's about 3 inches tall. So we couldn't go much taller just because of how the rest of this fabric needs to wrap around to the back.
Yes.
Yeah. So next thing in the mix is sewing our lining to our front.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing the top and bottom seams.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of those things. So you can decide.
Did you pin that on sideways?
Oh man. Sure did. Sure did.
I think I have a seam ripper around here.
Yep.
Very good.
Yep. Sure did.
Very good. Don't see a seam ripper.
No seam ripper? No mistakes today.
Yeah, we're not allowed to make mistakes. Yeah.
Sorry. Yep, definitely put that in the wrong spot.
Okay, can it go under? Oh, it's right there in front of you. It's like it knew.
Oh, man.
So when you make an oopsie, it's okay.
We're just gonna do that. I'll take this off and redo it for you.
We'll be good. Every time on camera, it gets us.
Yep. Chelsea had told me how she had this lined up, but clearly I wasn't listening. Had it
It's
all
okay.
laid out.
I still like her anyways.
Well, now you can do a straighter edge on.
This is true. This is round 2 on me trying to get a straighter edge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Works
Yeah.
well for me.
Yeah. It was a practice round.
It's okay. I wanted to do an extra.
Hey, do you want to talk about what else is behind us?
Oh,
While I take this
goodness.
off?
behind us?
There's some really pretty fabric that would be really cute bags.
Ooh, it's called Persis. It is metallic, and it would be perfect for a lining. I'm using Glisten, but these ones would be so beautiful as well.
Yeah, they've got a little bit of metallic finish on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're really, really pretty. When Chelsea sent me hunting for lining or fabric to showcase today, and I knew we were working with the leather, I was like, oh, this sparkly stuff with the leather would be a really lovely combination.
Leah likes loud linings.
I really do. I have a little bag that I use at home for my hand sewing, and it has hippo fabric in the middle because I had complete aside, nothing to do with sewing. My imaginary friend as a child was a hippo, so I have a weak spot for hippos. Doesn't come up very often.
Oh my goodness.
But it was like a very, very childish print. So it's the lining of my bag that looks much more grown up on the outside. But yes, there's hippos on the inside.
That is fabulous.
So you just leave that there. Yeah. So yeah, I have a bag with hippos in my lining.
That is fabulous. I should make a bag with tweenies as the lining.
Right? Your bag should reflect the fun you want to have.
It totally should, and nobody sees the inside.
Unless you show them because it's cute and it has hippos in it.
It's true. I would show them the inside.
Right?
I'm probably going to show the inside of this bag at the weddings way too many times.
Here, look what I have in my purse.
Look at how pretty it is. I'll just carry it around empty so people can see the inside.
Right? You got to be careful showing off cute things that you make, though. Your friends are going to want one.
Yes. You do have to worry about that.
But then you know you've got Christmas figured out.
I do.
So that's okay.
I think it'll be perfect.
What else do we have back there?
We
How many
have...
colors of hardware does this come in?
Ooh, it
frame?
comes in 3.
Nice.
My arm is short. So, these are... That's an extra frame pack. The frame can't talk today. The Modern Clutch Starter Kit. We do have it in gunmetal. This one is silver. Pretty silver frame there. And then, this one is the gunmetal as well. And then I need an even longer arm to get the rest of them.
Do you need a long arm? We have long arms.
Goodness. Let me just make
Long arms
everything-
are for finishing your quilts.
They sure are. But I need to have a longer arm. just more arm on my side. And this one is the bronze. Or antique gold, sorry. It's beautiful. It would actually go so perfect with Persis.
Oh yeah, that'd be
That
super
fabric
sharp.
line. And then we also have the 2 frame pack as well. So this one doesn't come with the pattern. The starter kits come with your pattern. And these ones, they just come with 2 frames. And we have them in silver and antique gold.
Okay,
Oh,
I've recovered. I've recovered from the chaos I caused.
Just gonna
Do you
double
want to watch
check your
Chelsea
work.
sew that all over again?
Double checking Leah's work.
Yeah. So and like the frame packs, you can't buy a handbag in
Oh, I
most
switched my
stores for the cost of even the pattern here.
It's true.
Nope. And some of the like kits that we have come with rhinestones in them. So pattern is from Pink Sand Beach. I won't make them watch you. I'll talk while you restitch.
Fantastic.
Some of the kits come with rhinestones in them. So then you have rhinestones that coordinate with your project already. And these are iron-on crystals. So you can lay them out and iron them in place. It's so slick and easy. Then your bag has bling. I don't know that your leather bag needs bling. It might need like studs or something. Are you that kind of person? We don't have studs, it's okay.
That would be really cute.
It would be really cute. I'm gonna be so ready when we're ready to do the next step here.
Are you?
Maybe.
Do it sideways?
No, I'm gonna do it right.
It is Wacky Wednesday.
Wacky Wednesday. I like to ensure that I contribute to the blooper reel on a somewhat frequent basis, because
Otherwise, it gets a tad not as exciting, and I wind up doing a lot of really sad bloopers.
we'll get there. We'll have all of this ironed out shortly. Ironed out, stitched together. Something like that.
Would you like your stabby spoons back? Sure.
This looks like it's gonna make more sense this time.
Sure.
Yes, now we have a pocket that matches. So,
Yay.
you can decide at this point if you want your pocket kind of on the back side or if you want it right behind that embroidery. I would say probably on the back side of the bag.
I would love to have it on the back side of the bag.
Okay, perfect. Let's do that then. So we are just gonna clip. I'm actually gonna clip this the other way for you. So the fabric that is all stabilized and interfaced should probably go on the top.
Mm-hmm.
The fabric that is not stabilized, i.e. the quilting cotton, on the back. If you stitch that on the bottom, it's less likely to stretch as you sew. Because the feed dogs will pull that bottom fabric down and your top stuff that is stabilized probably won't stretch. So interface side up in this case, and you're working with one that's interfaced and one that's not.
That makes more sense.
Yeah?
I think so.
Okay, there you go. So your next step is to stitch up the side seams, following the directions in your pattern.
Don't go rogue is the answer there.
Don't go rogue. Don't do what I do.
I think I put the interfacing on sideways.
No, interfacing looks right.
Does it?
Yep.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So the nice thing about this faux leather is it's actually thin enough to sew on a domestic.
And it's faux leather, so it is backed with a knit fabric with the faux leather finish on it. So it's quite lovely, and it was very nice to work with. Painter's tape shortly.
Shortly or later?
Later. Not yet. Soonish.
I feel like the sewing needs a soundtrack.
So it needs a sound track.
Yeah.
We don't need to change the stitch length for this fabric. It handles like regular fabric.
Yeah.
The other thing you're gonna do, the narrower seam allowance all the way down one side and leave an opening to turn through the other side.
Am I still sewing with a 1/2 inch seam allowance?
Nope, you're gonna go to quarter
Okay.
for those
I think
seams.
scant quarter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put it on my guide so I know I'm
So
sewing
you know you're
less
going
than
nice and straight.
that too. Yeah. We know me in straight. Not so straight. And then I need a gap on one side?
Yep.
All right.
And like the width of my hand if I'm gonna turn it.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going a little crazy there. Just
going a
gonna
little-
straighten out. Yeah, I was going a little crazy. Maybe I wasn't going crazy and I just think I was going crazy, but that's okay.
I'm gonna back up and straighten that seam allowance out. And if you find this is not feeding like you want, a walking foot would be helpful as well.
Or a ruler foot. Or a
Not-
move it foot.
Move it foot, not a ruler foot.
Roller foot.
Roller foot.
Maybe? No?
Nope, probably not a roller foot.
Okay.
Because we're not actually stitching on the leather side out at this point. The faux leather should not fray because it is a knit backing on it. It's worth investigating when you start touching things that aren't in the realm of normal fabrics to make sure that they're going to behave how you expect. This one shouldn't fray. It might fray a little bit, but I don't think it'll fray very much.
Yay!
Sweet.
Is that big enough hole?
I think so. So once more, we are going to turn corners. We're going to turn these the same way as we did the other ones. There's a lot of bulk in here to work with. So it's going to be a little bit of work to get my hand all the way in there.
I maybe should have made the hole bigger.
No, it's just, there's some very stiff interfacing. So same thing, we're
Oh,
going
that
to
too.
turn that nice 90 in there. And push that onto my hair. Do the next one. Hold your tongue just right, otherwise it won't work. Thumbnail. Fold that nice 90. And the thicker interfacings are not right up in the corner, which is nice to work with.
That is nice.
I'm going to do this one with my other thumb. Because is that a weird angle in here?
Fair enough.
With the faux leather work with sweatshirt knits if you wanted to block a sweatshirt. It's not a very stretchy knit, like backing. It's very
Yeah. If it
something
was,
worth hand, like it's not a stretchy knit.
yeah, it's not stretchy, but I think it would work for like the tops.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make like a cute little applique.
Yeah, it's got some nice drape, so if you wanted to make a cardigan kind of thing, it would need a lot of ease, I think, to be comfortable, but
I think so.
so now we're going to pull this through, now that all those corners are popped.
Very good.
We think. Most likely that's
You-
what's going to happen.
You've got this, Leah.
Do I
I
though?
have faith.
Do I? I don't feel like I have faith in my skills today. You saw me put the pocket on wrong.
It's gonna go well.
It's gonna
That,
go well.
that was just a listening error, not skills.
And Patty's got a good comment. Sometimes it's helpful to leave the Decker bond out of the seam allowances because it's easier to turn. It's just the giant piece of Peltex in here that is making it a little unruly.
Yes.
Maybe like a slightly wider hole next time.
I could make a bigger hole. My favorite term for this that I've heard for doing this is called birthing the egg.
That's awesome.
It's called birthing. It is great, and sometimes it is hard. I've definitely gotten to a point when I was making a bag that I had to bring it to my boyfriend so he could tug it out of there. It's
You
like,
need forceps?
but don't rip it. He's sweating trying to get it turned out right. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. But yeah, he could have probably used forceps. Which just took us like an hour, I think.
Okay, almost there.
Ah, that looks fantastic.
That stabby stiletto go.
Super stabby. That's my favorite stiletto, I think.
It's the Tula pink one.
It sure is. I like it because it's full of rainbows.
So if the corners aren't quite there and how you want them to lift, I'd be cautious lifting with the leather there. But there we go. Is there a clapper nearby over there?
Sure is. I can get it.
So before moving on with this, you'll want to give it a good press to get your lining the way you want it.
And clappers are fantastic for making it nice and flat.
Any comments on ironing with the faux leather that we've got here today?
Oh, I used the industrial iron here, and I used a pressing cloth. But at one point, I had the iron on as high as it would go. Not an issue with the pressing cloth.
Yeah.
I had that leather face down, though, my interfacing on top. So I was pressing from interfacing side to protect my faux leather. And, oh gosh, it was lovely to work with. Not an issue at all for pressing.
Clapper's gonna help draw the heat out. It's awesome.
We have an even cooler pressing tool than the clapper now, too. We get to use it later.
Soon.
I'm excited. Very
Almost there.
soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Chelsea has a little bit of sewing she needs to do.
we're not that far away, I don't think. I just have
No.
a stitch, another stitch. That's 5 stitches left.
Right?
Not like 5 actual stitches, but 5 sets of stitching. Not much at all. I think this is going to be very easy. I might have to make a whole bunch of these.
Right? Well, if you assembly line them, they'd go pretty quick.
Almost definitely. And do it on the industrial, it'll go even fast. That'll be exciting.
You're going to embroider on all of them.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay.
I will have to figure that out. Oh, I have the design CD for what embroidery I used. We used Crafty ink from OESD,
Do you want to be on that camera?
and it has the, oh yeah, I guess we weren't. I can't really see the thing. We used Crafty ink, and it has the cutest sewing or creator phrases on it, like "Life's a stitch," "Quilt while you're ahead." So cute. Or "So what," like I used. It's adorable.
So that opening, that does get stitched shut right away here.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah. I'm just going to give it a little press for you. Oh, getting my fingers in there.
Yes, please don't run over your fingers.
I would like to have my fingers not burned.
I would also like that.
made that hot.
Very good.
Hang tight. We can have this in a moment.
Don't use your fingies to
But
with the hot stuff. One thing I did learn about the faux leather is it retains heat for a while.
yeah, I was surprised how hot it was a moment ago. yeah, it's hot.
I also flooded it with steam earlier, like so much steam, and it went so well with the steam. It actually made the interfacing fuse so well too, which was awesome.
So the little tiny stitch to hold this closed. You could hand stitch it. You could.
Now I'm not gonna hand stitch it.
No.
No.
I would. This will all be in your seam allowance, so it's not really gonna matter. But feel free to stitch that whole.
Yeah, and I'm gonna sew it with the faux leather up because I know that it's going to stick to the bed of my machine.
And you don't want feed dog marks in it.
That too.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to
And
get really
like
close to
1/8 inch or 16th inch from the edge will be enough to hold that edge closed.
There it is.
Okay.
Right there.
That was super tricky. You did it.